Yikes, I hope Microsoft fixes this damn company whenever the deal's finalized. Activision Blizzard hit with a wrongful death lawsuit by the family of an employee who died by suicide. Jesus, what is this, man? Oh my god. Suicide followed having... Is this the same employee that killed herself after all the guys spread around their nudes? Or is this a different one? Yes, it is. Oh, Jesus, man. It's just like... Bro, I just hope Phil and Bill and all the guys over at Microsoft, they just kind of, they just sort this shit out. Like, just sort this shit out. Like, get these animals under control and get them back to work. All right, get them back to work making a fucking game. Fire the crazy ones, get rid of them, and start making the game again. Please, Phil. Please, let's get this under control. And also, please, Phil, come on Allcraft whenever you want to. All right. No more, yeah, no more cube crawling. Bill's gone. Yeah, well, whoever it is, all right? Yeah, drain the swamp. There it is. Come in and fire everyone. No, they shouldn't fire everybody. There's plenty of people that were just probably, these are people that, you know, working at Blizzard was their dream job, and they found out that some of the people they looked up to were pieces of shit. You know, they relocate to California for this. Is it really morally acceptable for you to expect this person to quit their job over these things happening at the company? I don't think this is morally expected, right? It's not that big of a deal. I mean, it's like, the thing is, it's always easy to think like, oh, well, I would have done this in this situation. Like, how many of you guys, like, you hear about like a shooter and you're like, man, dude, I would have, like, you know, punched him in the neck and fucking grabbed his gun and like hit him in the head. Like, oh, dude, I would have saved the day, right? Everybody thinks this shit, right? But then whenever it actually happens, and then like some like asshole like says something to you, it's like in the shopping market, you're like, oh, well, what the fuck, right? Like, you don't even want to have any confrontation at all. And my buddy did that once. Yeah, maybe he did, right? But you didn't, and I didn't either, right? But all I'm saying is, like, people always got an idea what they're gonna do. It's the Mike Tyson quote, right? Everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the mouth. And the thing is, like, everything, yeah, keyboard warriors, yeah, that's just what it is, right? I don't really think about that. I don't really worry about it, and it's not that big of a thing. And so, I don't know. Like, I think there's a lot of good people that work at Blizzard. I hope that those are the only ones left. To be honest, I think Microsoft got lucky as a motherfucker, right? Like, Microsoft got the deal of a lifetime. They got a chance to have their company, like, you know, like a lot of really big corporations and even like really expensive not expensive, really rich people, like people like Donald Trump, fucking Mike Bloomberg, like billionaire and like fucking multi-hundreds of millions heirs, guys, right? They actually pay accounting firms to audit them. So like, Microsoft basically got a free audit of the entire company on a massive structural level. That then the audit reduced the value of the company by probably half or something like that. Like, I forgot what the stock prices were, but it was incredibly fucking high. That how much money that Blizzard lost for that. So they bought this company for fucking cents on the dollar. And they had it completely audited by the state of California, probably one of the most intrusive state governments that there is, from my understanding. And now they get this company, and they're seen as the saviors. Microsoft got the deal of a lifetime here, okay? Like, that's my opinion. I think they got incredibly fucking lucky. Let's look at this other stuff here. Yeah, they literally bought the dip. Thoughts on Blizzard blocking all DLC and purchases in Russia? I don't know. Like, I worry about that. Like, this is like more political stuff. Like, what I think is gonna, I don't know. I have to talk to some Russians about it, but like, I feel like that's just gonna make them more pissed off. I don't think that's gonna make them mad at their government. I don't know if it will or not. I guess we'll have to see. Yeah, I don't want to get too far into the politics though. I'm Russian and I'm mad. Yeah, it's like, how many people is that what I worry about, right? Is with like things like that, whenever you're just like punishing civilians, right? Effectively, that's what you're doing. And like, you're punishing the civilians in the hopes to force them into pressuring their government to do what you want them to do politically, right? Like, that's clearly what's happening. I worry that like it's going to have the opposite effect, and it's going to just pressure them to make their government more militaristic. That's what my concern is. If that happens, I'm very worried, because Russia is a nuclear superpower. Other than that, I don't know. I think we're just going to have to see. Yeah, that's about all there is to it. Don't worry. Yeah. And so it's that's a concern that I have. How? At least try to pressure the oligarchs. Yeah, nobody really knows what's going to happen. I have no idea what's going to happen. It exactly works the opposite way. And I don't know. That's what my concern is. As I said before, I don't want to get too far into politics. I really don't give a shit about like what people's opinion on it is. This is just what my concern is. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I just don't want a fucking war. I don't want to have to spend money. I don't want to have to fucking see this shit on the news. It's terrifying to see like the firsthand accounts and like Ukraine, etc. All that shit's terrible. I've seen a lot of it. It's just fucking terrifying, man. And it makes me I feel very lucky that it's not my country this shit is happening to. I'll say that for fucking sure. Yeah, and that's the way I see it. Who would you sanction? I don't know. Like I'm not a geopolitical expert, okay? Like nobody in here is. Like none of us know what we're talking about. Like we probably don't understand it. Like just because you read 3 or 4 articles about it, or even like you went to school for this, you know, you probably don't even know like 5% of what the guys that are making these decisions know. And if that's not true, well, I better start building a fucking bunker, right? So let's go down here. I Division Blizzard being sued for all of that. Yeah, this is again the wrongful death thing. We've seen this before just a minute ago. I mean, like, what else really is there to say? It's embarrassing. It's just awful. And as I said, I just really hope that everybody that contributed to that kind of a culture at Blizzard isn't there anymore. And that's about it. Yeah, that's literally about it, man. Like, it freaks me out. And I just hope that they're able to fucking get rid of those people, man. Because, like, again, like, this is why I said, like, how can you possibly do good work if you're constantly looking over your shoulder to make sure that something weird like that isn't happening? And the thing is, like, it doesn't just happen to women. Like, this isn't some, like, oh, you know, Me Too bullshit. Women are just doing this for attention. Nah, man, this shit happens to men. It happens on a bunch of different levels. What do you think? The kind of a person who is, like, that physically intrusive, the personality that comes out of that person, it's not like they're going to be physically intrusive and overbearing like that, and then the moment that you actually have to work with them on a professional level, all of that just changes. No, they act the same way on a professional level too. They're just assholes. That's all there is to it. So yeah, all I'm really trying to say here is like a lot of this kind of stuff, man, is it's like these kinds of people just completely fucking ruin companies. Like, they ruin, like, if you guys ever been, like, this is the example I used before, right? Have you ever been in a guild or something like that? Where, like, the person in your guild, like, there's, like, 1 or 2 guys that just completely ruin the vibe of everybody else. Have you ever been, like, a party where it's like, oh, you know, Garrett shows up and nobody likes Garrett, or Brad shows up, nobody likes Brad, and it just, like, kills the vibe of the party and people start leaving? Like, because he's really loud, or everybody knows he, like, raped somebody or something fucking weird. Like, we had a thing like that happen. It was, like, over 10 years ago, and it was really fucking weird. And so all I'm really trying to say here is that these kinds of people, right, this kind of stuff that's happened is, it kills, like, any sort of creative stuff, right? It kills anything like that, and it's just fucking... I think that people don't understand how insidious it is. So it's like, it's no surprise to see stuff like this come out. I don't think this is going to be the last time that that something like this happens. I really don't think so. I think that it's going to be, like, we're going to see comments like this. We're going to see people speaking out like this, etc. For probably another year now of, like, just residual problems that happened at Blizzard that just took a long time to get worked out. You know what I mean? Garrett, good old times. So I mean, I just came up with random ass fucking names, but you know what I'm saying, right? And for all the gotcha Andys out there, that's what Asmongold pushes philosophically seeking. If we replace cancel culture with critical thinking, we'd have empathetic conversations instead of emotional reactions, and by talking, we're in separate, honest mistakes and actual hate. Yeah, I think that's the way that a lot of people want to look at things. And as I said before, like, I don't want to... I don't know, like, I don't want to be told how to think or what to think, etc. I just want to, you know, be able to have whatever opinions I have and be able to talk about things. I think that not being able to talk about something is a good indication that like people don't want you to talk about this or that, and like there's some exceptions to this, but in general, I think that it's good to talk about stuff, because generally by talking about things, your understanding of it gets better, and people are better off because of it. Do you think Asmongold would approve of this transmog? Honestly, this reminds me a lot of the Berserker armor in a lot of ways. It kind of does. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. If you came into my transmog comp looking like that, you would probably win. Like, straight up, that is a badass fucking set. I love this set. Firelands Andy, there's actually not a single piece here from Firelands. Those shoulders are from BRF, the belt's from the, that's the Venthyr belt, the tabard's from the Court of the Harvesters. The helmet there, I'm pretty sure, is that the store helmet? No, it's not. A lot of this stuff is just Venthyr armor, but it looks really good. We missed the transmog events. I'll try to do one in a week or so, man. Does you remember that? I don't remember it. I just don't forget it. That's all. Yeah, I just don't forget. Our Lord would be proud. Yeah, definitely. I love these sets. They're great. Mage PvP gear from Legion. Oh, that's the Elite Cruel Gladiator gear, isn't it? Holy shit, I think that you're right. The gloves? Yeah. Yeah, because it's the red version. Oh, yeah, I haven't seen that in so long. The gloves, damn. That's been a while. I haven't seen that set in so long. The shoulders? No, that's not the shoulders. I'm pretty sure it's not the shoulders. Anyway, let's go back over here, look at the other ones. Moko Seeds are the tutorial, are the real end-game content. Average min-max tutorial for 0.4% increase. Weakest Moko Seed aficionado. Listen, man, it's just fun. Like, that's all it comes down to. It's just fucking fun. Yeah, I that's all that matters to me. Asmongold, if you ran a shitty whiskey review podcast in Brooklyn. Holy fuck. This honestly scares me so much. This is, you know, like this is legitimately upsetting for me to see. Like, I've seen, like, as I said, man, I live in Austin. I've met this guy. I've met 50 of this guy, right? And, you know, he has very strong opinions about everything. So I guess maybe he and I aren't too much different. But anyway, the best part about this, I'm going to tell you the best part about this, is the fucking gauges on the ears. I really hope that in 1,000 years, kids in history books have pictures of people like this with gauges in their ears next to the pictures of the people in like these tribes that have like a bunch of like rings around their neck and like all kinds of other like crazy body modification stuff. Yeah, I view it as the exact fucking same, right? Like if the world has like an apocalypse, if Putin has a bad day today and decides to nuke everybody, and we discover the ashes of civilization 2,000 years later, and we see this, I hope that it's seen as the same thing. I really fucking do. Tribalist Andes? Yes, unironic Tribalist Andes, you're right. So let's see what the rest of these are. Lost Ark knows its audience. Asmon after saying Berserker Legendary Armor. There it is. You know, I need to get them to pay me again. Like, current? I've got to get, like, if I'm going to pull up this credit card as a joke all the time, I need to get them to give me, like, $100 every time I do it or something, right? I mean, the thing is, like, I'm fucking advertising them for nothing. It's fine, right? But, like, I saw the numbers. Yeah, the numbers are, it's 374 and 8532. And the numbers on the back, it says 069. So, yeah, there it is, guys. So if anybody wants to buy anything, it's just that simple. And no, it's a fake fucking card, right? I mean, like, yo, that's about it. And let's see here, Damn Hunter Pets. Don't pull yet. I'm out of mana. The Hunter's Pet. Oh shit. Okay, that's a good one, man. That's a pretty fucking little, that's a stupid ass fucking dog. But like, I've actually done that before many times. You know what I used to do as a hunter all the time is I would accidentally right click the boss because I was used to doing that as a warrior, and I would shoot an auto shot into the boss. And I would always be like, man, bro, this game is messed up. Yo, I've had it with these bugs with this game. God, Blizzard needs to fix this shit. Oh my god. What is this? Why is the dog stupid? Because it's a dog. They're all stupid. You know why? It's because they're dogs. How to accurately watch the 9.2 Shadowlands cinematic. Actually, wait a second. That's perfect. Yeah, we don't need a video here. There we go. Problem solved. Let's look at this one here. You haven't finished Final Fantasy 14. Yup. So that means you haven't done Stormblood. Yup. So it also means you haven't done any Ultimate or Stormblood Savages. Yup. Then you shouldn't judge Final Fantasy Endgame. Ultimates are just the same fight over and over again. Man, you guys are really in your feelings about that thing I said about Final Fantasy, huh? You guys are really in your feelings. Listen, I'm gonna be honest. I said exactly what I said, and I meant exactly what I meant. If you go in and you fight Bahamut, you already fought him before. There's no, like, lore or story significance of that. It's just a harder version of the fight. Even if it's different mechanics. Like, a good example of this is, like, fucking High Imperator Margok on Mythic, right? Like, you fought Shogal. Like, that fight's totally fucking different on Mythic than it was on Heroic and Normal, right? Anybody that's played the game knows that. It's totally fucking different. Now, I understand that, like, any criticism of Final Fantasy is gonna get a post like this with 200 fucking comments, right? Kind of weird, is acting like he knows shit about Final Fantasy 14 when he's just done playing Burning Crusade as far as Final Fantasy 14 expansions go. Yeah. So like, whenever they bring out the Dragon Song War, whenever they bring out that Ultimate, how does that move the story forward? Did the Ascetians, fucking come up with some time paradox where they brought Nidhogg back again? No, that didn't happen. It didn't fucking happen. It's just a harder mode of a fight that exists, right? It doesn't matter about the mechanics. It's the same boss in the same place in the same story. All I said was that the Lost Ark bosses are actually there is a lore significance of beating Lost Ark bosses that are higher level. I mean, this is not debatable. It just simply exists. That's all there is to it. And whenever I say something like that, it doesn't mean what I'm really saying. I'm not saying, actually, I don't like Final Fantasy 14. I think it's such a stupid little weeb game, and I'm never gonna play it again. I tricked you little weebs, and I got your money. No, that's not what I fucking mean. I just simply mean that I prefer an end game that is progressive with different levels of bosses that have different levels of significance. And the fact is that Classic WoW has that, Burning Crusade has that, Wrath is whenever they threw it into fucking garbage. That does not mean that Lost Ark is better than Final Fantasy. It doesn't mean that Final Fantasy is better than Lost Ark. This is just a point of difference between the games, and I prefer what they do in Lost Ark, but I like Final Fantasy, and I'm looking forward to doing the Ultimates too. Why the fuck do you think I went off stream on my second channel, and I sat around wiping in Alexander Savage for hours? Maybe it's because I like the game. I don't know, maybe that's it. But no, there's actually another reason. On my stream that I make no money off of, gets way less viewers, I don't even really publicize it that much. No, somehow it's because of some fucking ulterior motive. Shut the fuck up, okay? Like, I'll be back, I'm gonna play Stormblood pretty soon, and yeah, I'm gonna get Necromancer too. Soon. Eventually, I will get Necromancer. It will happen. At some point in the future. We don't know when, but it will happen. That's about it. And so what's your second channel? I haven't been streaming on my second channel. I'm just streaming on this channel. This channel is the second channel for now. That's it. I'm just having fun. I'm playing the games, man. We're just chilling, man. What's the fucking problem with that? I'm enjoying it. Every day I go live. Like today I was a little bit stressed out going live. I don't know why. But I'm feeling good now. I'm feeling real good now. I'm good to be back. Wow, Andy's just as bad as Final. Man, shut the fuck. Man, y'all need to shut the fuck up with this stupid ass bullshit. Like, shut the fuck up. Why do y'all always do this bullshit? Why y'all always do this bullshit? Like, oh wow, you know, like, what do you think the WoW players in chat? Like, what do I gotta talk about? Sepulchre, the first ones again, to get your fucking your panties in a bunch, get you upset again, get you tweeting at me again, mad? Oh, I can't believe he'd use this title. We changed the fucking title, by the way, because I was like, yeah, I thought about not changing it just to spite people, because I'm like, fuck you, you can't tell me what to do. But I was like, yeah, it's kind of, it's, you know, it's not really accurate. And so, like, yeah, we changed the title. But, like, the thing is that, like, there are criticisms and there are problems of every fucking game. You know what Lost Ark doesn't do very well? I don't know, pay to win. It's got a bunch of fucking convoluted, weird, annoying systems that fit together, and then the entire end game. Like here, let's see, is he still live? No, somehow he's not. That's a big surprise. I was about to pull up Train. Maybe Rosh is live. We'll pull up Rosh, and instead of that, I'll just, I'll put him in the Lost Ark category. It's the same fucking thing, right? I mean, that's it. Like, listen, the entire end game of Lost Ark is gambling. And you know what? I have fun. I have fun. I love it. Let's look over here. Wisdom from Advisor to the Throne. Bro, I remember, like, y'all remember whenever he fucking held Nanamo up on his arm like a parrot? He's like this. He's like, yo, guys. Hey, yo, listen up. Listen, real quick. Listen to this shit. And so, like, what's this? Have you guys considered just cutting Sylvanas in half? Wouldn't that have solved most of your problems years ago? Yeah, we thought about that. But the only guy that would ever do that, well, there's two guys who would ever do that. Arthas, just got turned into 35 anima. And then besides that, fucking, who was the other guy? Garrosh. Garrosh is gone too. So, like, yeah, we're not gonna do that anymore. So, yeah, Raubon is, in my opinion, like, Raubon is the reason why I chose the Immortal Flames, man. Like, and in my opinion, it's just like... It's like you have the fucking Merlweb, right? And like that was the Admiral's fleet and all of that, and Lisa Lamasa, and you know, it's all that shit, right? I mean, every single person there just has a fucking Oedipus complex, and they just want to call her mommy all day, right? And then the other one, fucking Gridania, was a bunch of what could you? It's like you go into it's like a vegan record store. It's like a record store that sells, like, and they don't sell CDs or even cassettes. They only sell vinyl, and it's vegan vinyl only. And those are the people that work there. That's Gridania. That's it. And Raubon, by the way, has a bunch of fucking scars, is literally the embodiment of guts in Heaven's Word. Bro, it's not even close. Raubon is a legend. An absolute fucking legend. He is probably... It's in between Raubon and Estinian, who are my two favorite characters in Final Fantasy. Like, there's a weird way that I almost kind of like, what was his fucking name? Was it Lolorito? Like, because there was him, and who was the other dwarf? One of them got killed. Yeah, Little Dorito. Yeah, I'm trying to remember which one it was. Estinian, Teleji. Yeah, Teleji was, yeah. I didn't like Teleji. I thought Teleji was an asshole. But Lolorito, in a way, I kind of like him because he's so shameless. Lolorito reminds me of Bobby Kotick. Like, straight up. Like, I see Lolorito, and I'm like, that's Bobby. Whereas, like, Teleji was like, I don't know. Like, every single time I think of the person, and I always think Carlos Mencia. But, no, somehow it's even worse than that. It's, what's his name? The fucking, the guy. I forgot even what is it. Yeah, he's secretly Bobby. Yeah, either way. You look like Tataru. George Soros, yeah. I don't know why I always fucking think Carlos. The fuck is Carlos? Yeah, George Soros. That's what I called him the whole time. You must do the Endwalker MSQ story. So good. I like doing the story. I really do. I enjoy that. And, you know, as I said before, I've, tried to keep up with it as much as I can. And remember everything. Like, you guys might not know this, right? But I went through and I did a lot of the side quests in Final Fantasy. And, like, to understand the other characters and to, like, kind of get the whole idea of it. Like, the Crystal Tower shit that they said you had to do. Like, I paid attention to all of that. And, like, the way I look at it, right? Frey, whenever you first meet him, yeah, he's probably in the top 3, too. Like, if there would be a third, it'd be Frey. 100%, man. Off stream? No, I did on, like, my second stream, and I did a few of the little, like, quests off stream, yeah. But, like, other than that, I haven't gone anywhere past the MSQ, though, obviously. But, like, I try to, the reason why is I feel like nobody really, nobody knows a lot of the stories the same way I do, because they can't remember the shit the same way I do. So like I try to remember everything as I can, because it helps me make better videos about it, right? And like show people, and like, yo, look at this thing that's like really cool that they did, right? Like that's what I enjoy. Yeah, I want to know as much of it as I possibly can, because I think it gives me the ability to give better insights into into lore and into the stories, and predict what's gonna happen, and be like, yo, this is just like that or the other thing, right? That's what I try to do. But then they go and retcon the story. Yeah, that's what they did with WoW, man. It's like, it pisses me off, because I spent so much time trying to remember all this bullshit, and they're like, oh yeah, no, that didn't happen. It's like, oh, wait. Bro, but what? What do you mean it didn't happen? When you watch every streamer do MSQ, you probably remember it, even if you don't try to. Oh, I don't watch streams. Streams are boring. Yeah, I don't watch streams.